Yeah, the offseason for players, working out, having fun. For front offices and baseball executives, it's getting down to doing some business. And for the LA Dodgers, there is some business to do, I guess, starting on the left side of the infield, where there are some potential vacancies depending on what happens with Justin and Trea Turner. Do they go after a big bat, one of the four big players at shortstop? Everybody could use starting pitching help, and we saw that kind of exposed for the Dodgers. Walker Buehler hurt. Rotation didn't line up right. They couldn't get past the Padres. And then figuring out, sorting through an outfield, it does have some options. How do you prioritize these needs for the Dodgers?
Well, pitching, they seem to always figure stuff out because that's who they are. They're deep in that category. But the left side of the infield is strange to me. And when I sit there and I think about the Dodgers, they won more games than anybody else in baseball last year, right? Mm-hmm. This doesn't look like a team, the way you go into the offseason or whatever. You almost think that if there's 26 men on the roster, they got 24 that are already locked up. That's just what you think of when a team has that much success. So maybe the worms turned a little bit. They're going to try something different, but something on that left side of the infield. Rios got non-tendered. Justin Turner did not get his option picked up. Trea Turner is free. Now, that's not to exclude them from signing anybody in that regard, but I'm at a little bit of a loss when you look at this club. There's a lot of what are they going to do? More so than a normal team that won that many games last year.
That's a good point. I would think that there's still a pathway to bring one or both of the Turners back if they so choose, but the payroll commitments for the Dodgers are usually pretty heavy, and this year's no exception. They're paying Betts nearly $30 million. Freeman with a heavy price tag. Taylor got a new contract. That's not to say there's not plenty of meat left on the bone, because there are deep pockets there. In terms of the notable free agents, you already went through the list. I'd be surprised if they don't land one of the four big shortstops that are out there on the market. A lot of kind of expiring short-term deals on the pitching side. Andrew Heaney was really good for them, by the way. Kimbrel, Martin, Canely out of the bullpen. And I would imagine, as we talked about, one or both of those Turners could be in play to come back. Regardless of what they do, and regardless of what's done in places like San Diego and San Francisco, the Dodgers are going to be the chalk to win the division again this year.
Well, I would think so. And look, the two biggest money guys getting into position players, you got Mookie Betts and Freddie Freeman. I think it's fair to say we can build around that. Those are dudes that are going to hit 2 and 3 for you, or 1 and 2, however they figure it out. If you went ahead and said, you know what, Trey, we're not letting you go, bringing Trea Turner back into the mix, now you got 3 dudes. Offensively and defensively, probably there's 29 other teams that would say, you know what, we'd trade you our 3 guys for those 3 guys and bring them back. So, yeah, they are probably going into spring training where we're going to sit out here, who wins the division out there in the NL West, and we're all going to say the Dodgers are, because they're going to put some things back together. But I'm still a little bit kind of perplexed that you're sitting there winning that many games, and they have a lot of what ifs right now. Like, what are they going to do? What are they going to do? We
got through this entire discussion without even mentioning the scintillating possibility that Aaron Judge lands out there, because there's been a lot of traction connecting him with the Giants as a wooing party. Why wouldn't the Dodgers put their toe in that water as well? If he's going to leave New York, and I still don't think he will, I don't think the Yankees have an option to let him go there. I think they have to keep him at all costs. But if they don't, boy, the Dodgers would be pretty happy.
You do agree, though, if the Yankees keep him, they are going to be the highest paying club.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah. So I would say the Dodgers, they got a toe in the water. They probably got a whole foot, maybe down to their knee, when they're sitting there looking at Aaron Judge, because who wouldn't want that?